Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 for the first series today, the 32Boys1Cup North American Group. Brought to you by Proxy.gg, CM Storm, and Cheers for Gaming. Spawning the top right corner of the map from Dust Gaming, it is Schnitzel. I'm sorry, that's probably me to make fun of his name. I keep thinking of this stupid thing from Thundercats. It's like Schnarf, Schnarf. Every time I read this name.
I'm thinking of like the pastry or whatever, right?
Oh man, I didn't even think of that. I'm a fat guy. I should think of food first.
I'm so confused as to why. Like, I was thinking that German like that. I thought that maybe just like a really terrible German accent or some shit.
Herr Schnitzel, Fraulein.
In the bottom right, as the yellow Zerg, it's Root Catz.
Okay, Catz is he's shown he knows what to do in this game. I think safe to say. It's a little bit scary for Schnitzel. I guarantee you, coming into this series as the underdog, he's got a little bit of, I gotta say, freedom almost. Like, he's not getting the pressure to win this group. It'd be really cool if he did. But at the same time, I'm looking for that upset. I want this to go to game number 3. And Schnitzel, damn it, make a lot of wood mines and patch tearing the hell out of Catz. I don't know, but it's worth noting that Catz is one of these guys who, regardless of what Schnitzel does, again, like, we're not talking about reactions, but more importantly, is like well equipped to play about any style of ZVT. Like, he'll do Swarm Host, I guarantee you. He'll do Banelings. I mean, there's a good reason he's good friends and gives strategies to the Korean Kespa players, guys. Catz is a smart cookie. So Schnitzel really has to pull all the stops.
Well, I can't say much else because we didn't really see how Schnitzel plays. The only thing we saw was that, oh, he was gonna go bio. But didn't have the chance to. And otherwise, I haven't really seen a lot of this guy. But he goes for the 14cc, which is not bad. It would have been very bold of Catz to actually do like a one-base Baneling bus, which almost hard counters this on this map. Just because like the bunker position is always awkward. You usually never scout anyways, or you scout way too late to see it. But actually, Catz, wow, he's still guessing it's a 14cc. He goes for 3 after 4 pool against a Terran.
I don't even know if it's guessing. I mean, it's just one of those things where I think if you're good enough with your control, and you're not really paranoid about the Reaper, you can kind of get away with this no matter the situation, no matter the map.
Well, it is good that they're not doing any like more 3 Reapers. You know, it's usually only 1, especially on like a map like Nimbus. But yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have lost many drones to begin with, but there's a reason we don't see it on like Catalina.
Speaking of Catalina, oh my god, so I don't know if you've noticed this, or maybe I'm the only one who's crazy enough to think it. You know in DBZ when they do the stupid fusion dance?
Yes.
Is it just me, or does the Tasia clap and the Ace Hoy kind of look like the emoticon version of that? When you put them right next to each other.
Like they're about to do the fusion dance?
Like, look at it, they're just like pointing at each other, they're kind of leaning towards each other. I don't know, that's what I see.
Huh. I don't know, I have to look at it again.
Okay, fair enough. Catz, though, will not get quite a free win this time. Schnitzel's going to put a bunker up really quickly. This seems silly, but to be honest, guys, after you get Rich Baneland, like, this is kind of an appropriate response. You can salvage the bunker. Yeah, the minerals that go into this delay either a 3rd CC or really your Hellions by an ever so slight amount, but it's an ease of mind thing. And it sounds silly to bring that up, but it is a very important deal. Don't go on tilt after losing game 1.
I would really like it if Schnitzel like SCV scouted. He didn't do it last game, but he had a Reaper, and he's not doing this game, so he won't be scouting until Medivacs. Whether he's 2 basing or 3 basing, we've yet to be seen. But actually, he might be going for Banshees here, so I guess we'll see it when it comes to Banshees. But then like, it's like bad enough that your Reaper has to go to the wrong base first because he didn't SCV scout. Like, it's really bad if a Banshee has to.
Well, I imagine he'll probably poke out with the Hellions, because the nice thing is even if there is speed, usually you can, with good maneuvering, run away.
Yeah, well, just let's see where the Hellions actually go first. It'd suck if they like went to the top left,
well,
bottom
you know,
left, finally.
There's 2 things. Like, one, I don't know if he's actually seen any of these Overlords, because Catz has hit them pretty well. So either the Overlords might give a hint of where Catz came from, but more importantly, too, we so oftentimes see people scout clockwise. It's so dumb, but it always seems to happen, so Schnitzel's not doing it.
Oh well, he's still gonna. I think he's still gonna scout by the time a Banshee actually pops out, right? Like, the Banshee's about to be made, but it still has time to make. It's just an awful late scout. That's interesting with the barracks. What the? He could actually. Well, no, he couldn't kill the Overlord, but he could scare it. But why just land out in the front? That's weird. That's weird. Whatever.
I'll get a lot of depots coming here in the natural. I actually kind of don't love this because I feel like if mutas are going to be a problem, you're going to lose depots and SCVs. Like,
Well, unless this is the you know, he puts down like 16 missile turrets there, then they're super protected.
Yeah, I guess. The train of thought the other way around, sure.
Oh, it's gonna be double armory, so mech it is. And he did finally find the base.
It actually runs right up that ramp. Catz was not blocking that, so Drone's gonna be the first thing dead, but so will many more if he's not careful.
Oh, 3 go down, 4 go down right there. These 5.
Oh, that spawning pool is actually pretty sick. I like that spawning pool placement of the Catz. 8 workers dead though. I mean, plus the scout seeing no layer on the main. I mean, you can kind of guess maybe it's at the natural, but Catz, of course, pulls off a gas. He's got all of these mineral income, and he needs to replace those drones here pretty quick.
14 on the way. No biggie. Yeah. I got it. These Evo chambers, while they seem kind of a cool idea, we see the similar thing on, or we did anyways, on Ultra Zeme. It could be kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, they're right there, and you know, it kind of leads into a choke. So like, if tanks ever sieged up there, that'd be terrible.
Cloak wasn't finished at the start, but as the drones try to run away, these Hellions line them up. 9 more kills immediately. 11 more kills, up to 20 workers dead. Schnitzel may not have had a great game 1, but he's getting a great start here to game 2.
Hell yeah. No, don't forget that he's going mech behind this, which I do not believe Catz actually scouted yet. Oh, no, he did. He got an Overlord way in there, actually. I'm surprised he got so far back to actually see the double armory. But he does know that it will be mech, which means that while these Hellion attacks, they're great. They're, you know, that Banshee's doing good damage as well. And they're killing a lot of drones. He has kind of more time to drone up again. We've seen lots more games where people come back from even like 40 drone kills.
He's going to get...
versus mech.
Ah, don't go for the drone kills. I say take the Evo chambers at this point, right? I mean, he'll kill the queens too, maybe.
He killed the Evo chambers just with the Banshees alone. I'm like really surprised he hasn't.
Yeah. Trying to be on the edge of these queens, I suppose. I wish these Banshees would focus fire something useful.
There's out. There's like he's like refused to make any attacking units. Like I understand, like, you know, queens are good and all of it.
Yeah, Banshees can be focused a little bit better, I feel. Definitely would have got some more kills out of this. But Catz pulls the drones once again, and that's the thing about Hellbats, they're really slow, so just pull and walk away. This is kind of the case for like every Heart of the Swarm unit that was introduced. Just walk away from it. Then they buff the speed of the Oracle, so you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because reasons.
Is this really gonna go down? He has one more. That was it. That was
3 Banshees DPS though. It's like insane. Like, this is so hard to contend with. I feel like he could actually snipe off that one really low queen and probably get 2 more, especially with a cloaked, but really scared of that overseer finishing up, decides to back away.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to get these alive though, honestly, but it's you know, still could be using them better is the problem.
Yeah, I like it as well. And now with the 4 queens here, no more damage should be done. I mean, if the Hellbats transform, he's just gonna try and sack onto the 3rd. That's an option.
I don't know. It's a big, heavy investment to do this.
Yeah, with that secondary Spore Crawler finishing up, another queen popping out, and I think she has transfusion energy in like 2 seconds. Like, yeah, that would have been way too much. And he still has to defend his own 3rd, which, you know, honestly was kind of late in the taking. He did get 2 Banshee before he placed down the 3rd CC, and then he took a while to actually send it over. But lots of SCVs being transferred over here, and getting a lot of missile turrets. I don't know if he saw this fire guessing.
You know what, that's the thing though, you play mech, what's your biggest weakness? Freaking air.
He did see it too, in the back when he attacked him with the Hellion, so that's great. Also explains the 2 Thors that popped out as first things first.
I'm really curious about taking that wall down though. I guess, I mean, if he's worried about getting choked in here by his foremost or something, it's a really good move, but... Yeah,
I don't really like it if you go bio, because like a Marine should get stuck in there, and, well, I guess you still make Thors technically as bio. But,
well, Catz actually sees the Thors here with that Ling run by, so these mutas, while coming, are definitely going to be still a pain. Their mobility definitely outclasses their damage in a big way, and Thors are slow and take a long time to respond. But as you pointed out, there's an abnormally high amount of turrets. Normally only really need 1 or 2, but with 3 per base here, actually gets one of the mutas. Nice snipe.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, because that was actually kind of in like awkward position where the second missile doesn't help it out.
I kind of wish you put one on the right side too, because it's so often the missiles are just going to fly right past this and attack from the north side of that CC.
Honestly, as a mech player, you're kind of, you know, banking minerals anyways. 2 more turrets there. You know that's going to be the point that they're going to end, like the point of entry. So just build it up.
And speaking as a disgusting mech player, I'm a little bit worried for Schnitzel, because he does have that swarm host problem coming. Catz doesn't just go mutas.
Oh,
that's a lot more turrets. I like this though, truthfully.
Seriously.
But the problem is they need to be over to the right, yeah.
Yeah, still more to the right a little bit. More to the right a little bit. He could get the engineering bay, which doesn't seem like a big pick off, but...
So just explain this heavy turret investment, because it does look a little bit silly, guys. Oftentimes you'll see Terran players who play mech with a lot of money floating, so they make a lot of Hellions, run them by, and usually if there's good defense, they get little damage done. So instead, you know, consider this like the 4 Hellions that would otherwise cause no damage. Like, it's a good defensive investment, especially in these spawn locations.
Yeah. I do also want to draw attention to the whole thing I was trying to talk about earlier while the harass was going on. That's a lot of Banshees, by the way.
That is a lot of Banshees.
But, like, you know, you notice how much damage they did to Root's drone line. I mean, 22 workers killed as early as they were would have been a lot worse with the 12-minute bio follow-up, right? But since, like, you know, mech, it's either like 150 or it's 200, like Schnitzel is going for. Catz really has all the time in the world to replenish that. So it looked great, and if taken the third, it, you know, would have been good and all, but it doesn't have the same effect.
I love these pulling SCVs with this. I mean, this is going to be such a hard pull to pull off anyways. He's hitting it this nice time where Catz only has 9, but there's another 9 about popping out. So, I mean, I love the idea of pulling SCVs to repair with this. You don't see it enough. They can repair the Hellions, they can repair the Banshees. As we see, the DPS from this army is kind of ridiculous as he pushes forward here. Let's not forget he can siege up here on the high ground of this cliff, really abusing against Catz.
What do you think about these Widow Mines being paired up here? He's got to be really afraid of a mass Muta switch. Yeah, if it's like a Swarm host, they'll hurt.
No, well, I feel like we're gonna see Banshees die to the Widow Mines. You know, just like, on the fear point, but Widow Mines will be able to help a little bit for sure. Thor's though gonna catch a lot of these Mutas Clump, and Catz has got to be careful. Widow Mines take out that Overseer as well. And despite the fact that a lot of Hellions have died in this push, he's finally on top of the Locust, on top of the Swarm host. So Catz is really pushed back into a corner now. Schnitzel, I really like his position here with the Banshees. As you can see, 1 volley's down, not a big deal. 6 Banshees have stupid amounts of DPS.
It's so lucky that Spore Crawler is there. Catz no longer has an Overseer, and I don't think he's realized it yet.
Well, was there. Let's make some Overseers now. But they're actually being sniped off by the Thors so quickly. Lots and lots of Widow Mines. Yo, I made jokes about patch tearing it up, but that's a hell of a lot of Widow Mines on me up for a mech player.
Catz is really starting to sweat right now. He's running out of room to kite back with the Swarm host.
Oh, is he just gonna go for a counter?
He has a huge bank, just not sure why, like, how do you use it?
Schnitzel lifted all his CCs. I hate when this happens. I've totally done this before. Yeah, that's actually, it is straight up frustrating, but in a base trade scenario, I mean, the reality is even if Catz sneaks things out of the base, it's typically the Terran player wins. You just lift up your buildings and bring it to your army. Because the reason you base trade a Terran, the reason you base trade in general is Zerg is because you don't want to fight the army. You're going to try to win through a race instead, but race against time, not going to cut it. Catz making a lot more Swarm hosts at home, but they're probably going to die upon spawning.
Ooh. Maybe. Let's see how much attention Schnitzel's paying attention. Yeah,
the amount of tanks at home right now aren't going to hold. He's going to lift up these other CCs as well. Meanwhile, Hive goes down. These Widow Mines.
Please, Widow Mines, no. Oh, okay, actually.
Okay, this is kind of like ADD out like fireworks. It looks really cool. But pushing on top of the Swarm host, Catz is sneaking out all these extra bases. We'll see if it's enough to keep him in this game. I really think the Banshees are going to be the kingmaker in this match, though, because Catz has only 4 Mutas in play, and they're right here. If the Thors take them out, the Banshees can eventually just kill everything.
You know, if he loses his Spire right now, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that Widow Mine!
What he could really try and do is win through Mutas. Like, the only thing that's stopping him from doing that is those Widow Mines, which is so important. So often we see these situations where, like, there's 4 Thors left, but then you realize that the good Magic Box, 20 Mutas can take those on. It's the Widow Mines and usually Vikings, actually, that help that not happen.
Schnitzel's making some small mistakes right now. He's got to figure out a scan and finish off this base. He's actually withdrawing too soon. Oh, he's going to leave the natural alive? Oh, no. Coming back home because he got a little bit scared. I mean, all the Banshees would have taken care of this. He didn't need to bring the Thors or the tanks back.
Yeah. Every time that Catz retreats to the Swarm host, by the way, it's not necessarily that, like, Schnitzel catches him. It's that his own damn Locust keep, like, stopping his retreat.
Yeah. Thors, please.
These Banshees are gonna be like, that's like the reason you won, or is winning? Question mark?
It is straight up. Banshees have ridiculous damage, and people always underestimate it. I can't say Catz is necessarily underestimating it, but he just actually doesn't have a way to deal with it is the problem.
Like what? I guess like maybe Corruptors will take more hits from the Thors, but even then, like they clump super hard too.
So Banshee's giving chase here. He's got to be a little bit careful. He doesn't have a whole lot of cloak energy left. Meanwhile, these Widow Mines, man. Okay, because they're catching the Electra and the transfers. There's so many of them. Schnitzel is in a fantastic spot this game, truthfully speaking here. And if It's really, I gotta tell you, his game to throw, and I really hope letting this natural base live is not the throw that costs him the game. Catz has to restart his tech from scratch. Spawning pool is starting right now. He's got to get a layer tech up.
Oh, the mines, no!
Oh dear, Catz. Well,
just
they
pulls,
don't.
just pulls everything. He's like,
It's like a Halloween trick. You know, there's no real threat behind it. You're just like,
queen, you're gonna get wrecked. No, that queen actually. Oh, never mind. If that queen was gonna die, it should have.
Oh, the Jets are coming back! No! You guys are safe. Why'd you do this? Okay.
Dude, Catz doesn't want to give up because he has so much in the bank, and it's like,
right?
You don't want tech.
You don't want to lose with 3K in the bank. I know that feeling. Everybody does it somewhere, and I don't know. For Catz, I was really shocked this worked so well. I really felt like the timing of Schnitzel's push was awkward because you don't see those Thor mech pushes with like 200 supply. It's like that 150 mark, and the reason for that is you catch your opponent as they're making their swarm hosts. But Schnitzel with the Banshees this game gets the biggest MVP because it was the Banshees. This Sky Terran is straight up what's won him this game.
I think, you know, one really important thing happened, and that's that Catz, while he was recovering and, like, you know, getting like a huge bank and whatnot, he didn't apply any pressure. So usually the Schnitzel's attack, it starts from home, right? That's when the locusts start coming at you, and then you have to push them back very, very slowly. He got like more than halfway across the map before really having to deal with locusts, and as such, Catz ran out of room to retreat. He lost a bunch of swarm hosts. He couldn't tech swap should the opportunity actually come, because by the time he would have, well, the Spire was dead. I think that's really where it came down. Like, the Banshees were like awesome, but if he had more time, you know, more, you know, pokes, more locust waves, I think he actually could have tech swapped and beaten it back.
I just want to stress, by the way, guys, we've actually seen Catz deal with mech before. There's this really cool move where he was like running infestors into ravens and secret missiles and all this other weird stuff. I mean, he's played the matchup before. Catz, Schnitzel just played this pretty freaking good. But despite taking all the bases on the map, it's not going to slow this army down. Catz is getting on layer tech, though. I mean, he's got a infestation pick coming, but...
War Swim Host will not win him this game. It's actually all up to the mutas.
Yeah, because again, like, yeah, you're right. It's the Banshees, it's the Ravens. GG. Wow. Wow. Okay, cool. Awesome. Game number 2 goes